Game 5, Round 11, 2. I believe he united in winners round 1. So if that changes, they go on a run.
Especially with how their search and destroy seems to have improved since then as well. If they can keep improving across the board in all game modes, not just one, but it's the way it is, man. The more games you play throughout the year, you get round called champs time, makes you a dangerous, dangerous team.
And I think, you know, a lot of people don't talk about this guy, but I think Priesta is kind of the key. Like, he's sort of the X factor. If he plays well, I think this FaZe team could win a championship. So I think a lot of eyes on Priesta. Well,
no pressure at all.
Look, right? Like, you always have Zuma who consistently drops great numbers, replays as sort of the captain. It's how do Priesta and Attach fit into those other positions? I mean, so
right.
Well, we shall see. I mean, Priesta's got a tough job. He's running a second AR, or that flex position is very important. You're really the swing guy on a lot of maps.
Most definitely are. Well, our grand final this evening now officially underway. Europe's EPSILON going up against North America's FaZe clan. Map number 1, of course, Hardpoint Gibraltar, and Hawkeye starts off with a nice double kill. Both headshots and early control over in favor of EPSILON.
Yeah, you can get a lot of time. You obviously see, though, FaZe is coming with their nades, and if they're able to nade a player out, get 1 week, that allows them to challenge. Hill's being contested now from Priesta. Sorry, Zuma. Hawkeye, though, still alive, top middle, able to get 1. But Hill time still going towards EPSILON as Dave and Hawkeye and then Sanitize able to pick up a good amount of kills, and that, well, translates into a good amount of time for them.
And more importantly, it was Dave that wins the gunfight over towards that B Street side. Doesn't allow anyone to push through, and well, someone just went for a little bit of a dive down a well, if nothing else. But still, EPSILON, they may give up the final couple of seconds of scrap time, but they still control the spawns. Can they now just win this first wave of kills? If they're able to just push FaZe back, I mean, you can see how far they're going to spawn. Vortex has put himself into a great position here, Joe, to cause some problems.
Yeah, a great position with that submachine gun. That's where you want to be. Force those close, you know, gunfights. There we go. Zuma, the last guy left, is going to catch Vortex. So this is scary. So here comes the FaZe reinforcements. They're going to get nades over onto the hill, and they know they have to hunt Zuma down. Zuma still alive. If he gets this one, that's big. But Insanitize was able to win it, but that allows FaZe to push up and get some hill time. Dave
needed to watch his kill cam there for at least a little bit. He spammed the spawn in and spawns the opposite side of this map. If he'd have waited for Insanitize to win that gunfight, he would have spawned closer to the hill. And honestly, you would have still had EPSILON in control, or at least contesting, if nothing else. Instead, though, EPSILON spawned the other side of the map, and whoever's in cave, that's still Dave. He's done nothing, really. He spawned over towards bridge, rotated towards cave, and his teammate has now died. This could get very scary here for EPSILON.
Yeah, and because Insanitize got that kill on the hill, that spawned all of EPSILON on the other side. I mean, so FaZe, they just get out of that side of the map. They have to hunt Dave down, though, as soon as possible. And Dave's doing a great job. And FaZe knows something's up, so these kills very important for this hill time. And one player of FaZe does spawn out. So let's see if FaZe recognizes this. Priest is just trying to find him. Finally, they turn around. But Dave just staying alive, just buying as much time as possible, but FaZe is earning hill time.
I'm surprised they gave up as early as they did. You knew you knew Dave was going to be back here. He just got a kill, and you haven't seen him since. Has to still be there. Your teammates are spawning out. Now Dave does get control of the spawns for EPSILON, and Sanitize has streaks as well. Yep. It's a close game, 57-47.
Yeah, and he's having a big game already 11-3.
Wow.
But there's just 20 seconds left on this hill, so, I mean, Dave did a pretty good job delaying hill time for FaZe, but if you're a FaZe fan, you're okay with that. So it's still a very close game as we move towards this turret hill. Priesta already set up, trying to find any EPSILON players that he can.
I'd be curious to see if Insanitize streaks here.
It's looking like he is,
He is going to. Okay, interesting. Pulls out the fighter pilot. There's 2. Now EPSILON should be able to get control of the hill, and it's also going to allow the ARs in the form of Insanitize to just get a little bit more control, get this power position, and of course get the first couple of shots in. And Sanitize is on a rampage. It's a 5 streak so far, 15-3, working towards another fighter pilot. The man just can't stop killing. Can he find the other one? One shot is Attach, and somehow Insanitize stays alive as well. But throughout him killing absolutely everyone, Joe, it's FaZe who's in the hill. Yeah, FaZe just got that low spawn, and they've just pushed through. They got some nades on the hill, replays with a great shot on Insanitize. And was that a snipe?
I honestly don't know. It seemed very weird, right? I have no idea. But either way, replays gets that headshot. If you're wondering who Insanitized is, well, that's Nathan from EPSILON. They didn't trade players or anything. He just has a different name online.
He should change back to Insanitized.
Yeah, he is better. 19-5, but it's still just a 1-point game. Replays.
That's insane.
Stabs hockey in the back. And yeah, you have to be frustrated if you're him. And the slaying is all towards Epsilon due to him. But, well, FaZe with the lead.
Yep. And now as we rotate over towards the first hard point, second rotation. It's FaZe slaying out, and FaZe now, more importantly, with the spawns. Attach has some streaks of his own, let's not forget. Fighter Pilot, Glide Bomb, Zuma are trying to work towards some streaks for him.
What?
Not going to connect, and now the question is, if you're Epsilon, 30 seconds left, do you want to just try and wrap? Do you want to just try and get control of those spawns first and foremost? Seems like that's going to be the play right here for Vortex, but you have to anticipate someone to be top stairs. And Priest gets one of the easiest gunfights he's ever going to have in his career.
Yeah, it just seems like, I mean, he was just trying to be a little bit too sneaky. Number 3, Dave, well, he's just trying to push that low turret, but a great job by FaZe to just cover every single section of the map. There we go. Well, and Sanitize just smacked his teammate in the back of the head.
He's like, wake up, Vortex, come on. We needed that rotation. You're 6 and 13. Dave, 5 and 11 as well. So you can see where some of the problems are here for Epsilon, of course.
Oh my, and wow, Epsilon got a split spawn. 2 of them spawned in the back. Just for how far out FaZe is, they actually get the spawns. And FaZe was doing such a good job. They got 40 seconds on that middle hill, but the spawns come in. And FaZe, they do it again. The same thing they did at Ardent Forest. They do a great job of pushing out. That's what you want to do. But they're not leaving anyone as a safety net. So those spawns open up, and as soon as those Epsilon players go down, they spawn in the back. However, even with the spawns, FaZe are winning rotation and still earning time. Some big fights going down there. Zuma wins it. Epsilon is going to get this final 15 seconds, but FaZe has the setup they want as we go towards this next hill.
Doesn't Sanitize still have a streak? He does. This is so important. All right, so this is so important that he doesn't use this yet. He needs to wait for his teammates to get at least a little bit of map control. Yes, the Glide Bomb isn't going to be, you know, massively influential, but if he can at least kill the guy on the hill, you know, give your teammate maybe a chance to push around the outside, just make a play.
And it's already been 10 seconds. Like, Epsilon aren't even past mid-map yet. Like, they get a couple of kills, but I mean, FaZe, they're just holding the setup. They're finally earning some time. There we go. There's a streak from Attach. Calls in 3, gets them all out of middle map. Epsilon, they got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, they do. And at this point, there's no point using the Glide Bomb on this hill. You're going to have to wait. And you potentially want to think about that rotation, too. 20 seconds left on that hill. Attach is already going to be down there. This is a big 1v1. Vortex has to win. Puts himself in the max corner. That's an easy one for his standards. Again, the hill still being contested over, though. And Vortex is going to need some support. At 9 and 19, he isn't really going to be able to make a hero play on that hill by himself. Hawkeye is mid-map, but again, no one has managed to rotate to Vortex in 25 seconds. He's all by himself. Now heavily relying on everyone else to slay around him.
Yeah, FaZe do a great job. They do call in a streak. They were trying to break the hill. Priesta picks up one up on the flank. That Glide Bomb gave them some extra intel. That last streak for Epsilon coming in. And here we go. Basically a 3-on-3 at the bottom of this hill, and Epsilon come out on top. So that streak just delays them enough, allows Epsilon to get in the position they want, forces FaZe to run out of that cave. But some big gunfights going down now.
Now you just need to stay alive here if you're Vortex. You don't even necessarily need to peek this. Don't even give yourself an opportunity of dying. But unfortunately, you will fall. Hardpoint, no one on it. Of course, don't expect to see Gibraltar go to time limit, that's for sure. 177, 129, 14 seconds left on that hill before it rotates over towards the first hill of our third rotation. And you mentioned it, Joe, Epsilon, they've kind of given themselves a lot of work to do here in this game if they want to come back.
Yeah, they're clawing back, though, and FaZe, they kind of gave up on that turret hill and just focused on spawns for Nesh. You notice that they just kept pushing that backside, trying to work spawns. There's one more Epsilon player under that ladder. That's Vortex. Here we go. Priest is going to find him. Oh, jump stabs him. And there we go. They have the setup they need. So not only are they earning time, they're thinking about that next hill. A great job from FaZe.
Again, though, they need to be careful. They don't push too far forward here. And you do see number 8, that's Zuma, pushes way, 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 way back. And it's kind of as if they're learning their lesson, if you will. They're like, hold on a minute. No. I don't really mind if we split or contest this time. We have to make sure we anchor correctly and efficiently for this new hill.
And Attach in replays, they were playing so conservative there, and they were still getting time. Like, yeah. Epsilon, they need to go. There's only 2 players on the hill. Finally, they push up, get some kills. But here we go. This is the next set of kills that are so important. This could decide the spawns for this next one. we know are so very important.
Attach. Plays it smart. Tags up 2 players. EPSILON will be able to find the first and the second in Zuma, but they're still good to have those spawns. And EPSILON, you're running out of time. You really are. 212 to 158. You have to go, and you have to go quickly. The problem is, you go so slow, you're total up, you group, and you get very, very close to getting fully team wiped.
Yeah, some fights going down on the hill. There we go. They got some big kills on the hill. There's 2 players of FaZe, though. One is flanking. Are they going to expect Priest there? No, Priest. Both those players had to be so weak. And he gets a nade down. But this is fine because they're not getting time neither. There's EPSILON. EPSILON finally have to get this hill time. Zuma needs to be very careful here, though. He has to be careful. He needs to just not fight any gunfights. There we go. Just die. Just spawn on the other side of the map. There we go. Focus on this next hill. There's only 14 seconds left on that courtyard one.
If he wins a couple of those gunfights, that gets
a little
dicey.
scary.
Gets very, very dicey indeed. But it is FaZe now with a full rotation, full map control. They need just 30 points to win this one. EPSILON, they have no utility left, nothing that they can use to break this hill. Sanitize started off so well, but you can never expect a player to continue with that. Oh, wow. When did Hockey get that? Oh, my mistake. Well, he did have a fighter pilot, uses it, and
they didn't push up with it, though. They just mistimed it. Zuma got a big kill on the cave guy. Doesn't allow them to push the spawns. 13 seconds left. EPSILON, they now have to go very, very fast, but there we go. Dave gets 2. Hockey pushed it back. Everyone's spawning out. Replays, though.
The bayonet.
The bayonet. They just love their bayonets on FaZe.
Yes, they do. 25 seconds left on the hill, though. Again, if you're FaZe here, you can almost give that up if you wanted to. Instead, though, they want to play for that scrap time. They want to keep the pressure on EPSILON, rightfully so. Zuma tucks himself into the hill, gets himself a double for his efforts. All they need now is the final 5 points. Is anyone there to get it? No. EPSILON actually send a player to pick up the scrap time just in case. Big win from Hawkey, though. Keeps EPSILON alive for a few more moments.
That's it.
But that is it, Joe. You are correct. FaZe will be 1-0 up now in our grand final this evening.
Yeah, and I mean, FaZe just took control, really, of Hills 1 and 2. I mean, Hills 3 and 4 seem pretty contest heavy. Like, typically, Hills, Hill number 3, there's a lot of time earned. It really felt like FaZe just dominated Hills 1 and 2 because not only were they earning sniping, but I think it's really interesting. Once we watch FaZe, they don't snipe very often. This was one of the teams that was in their match.
Is it just me, or is that just really, really surprising? Because Replays can snipe, Attach can snipe, Zoomer can snipe. I've never seen Priest. Well, actually, no, we have Priest can snipe as well.
Yeah, they all can snipe, but maybe that's just sort of.
You sounded so. I mean, they can fire.
They can all snipe, but it's sort of like they play. A lot of teams, the issue is you play too much around the sniper. If he's not getting opening picks, there's problems. Or you have to set up the bomb plant for snipe. So really what FaZe does is they just play for that map control. They play it as a unit. So they're a lot of fun to watch on this map.
All right, well, Hawkey not going to be sniping. Going to be YYing, though. Anyone with a sniper rifle? Oh,
Attach.
There you go. All right, Dylan. What have you got in store for us? Hawkey, Dave, and Sanitize.
See what they say tomorrow. They'll probably give you a checkup.
Okay.
Whatever.
Like it a lot. So we'll have a Insanitized versus Attach snipe off.
Well, switch that right away.
God damn it.
Tricked you. Let's go back to Attach. Shoot, did he change as well? Just tricked both of us? No, he still got it. Okay.
Yeah, he loyal. See if he's able to find a pick, though. That, of course, the question. Smokes out. EPSILON, have they learned from the mistakes in London Docks? Are they just going to go for the quick plant? Well, they need to be careful because Attach is just sneaking his way up, tries to throw the grenade. The bomb is on the A site, though.
But you saw what that smoke does. As soon as that one smoke goes down, 2 nades from FaZe blow up. They're counting those nades. So now if they have another smoke, unless there's 2 left, which typically a player runs a stun, they should be okay to get that plant down.
I think they already heard the stun as well, because I'm pretty sure, Priesta had it.
Yep.
So, plant the bomb.
There we go. They're trying to stun.
Why is the bomb not being planted, Joe?
I don't think they know Vortex is quite there yet. There we go, but I don't know. Someone's creeping up on them. Believe that's Zuma. Bomb is going down. Great job by Vortex. He used that smoke to get in a position and just gets out alive.
Woohoo! By the skin of his teeth. The problem is Zuma's going to say, all right, I'll take some site control. Don't mind if I do. Attach on the flank. Finds Dave. Replays, shuts down Hawkey. And what was a 4v4 quickly turns into a 2v4. with the bomb down. Attach still looking for more. One player up top. Priest to take slight work of him. Now it's down to Insanitize. He's hit the flank. Makes it a 1v2. Kills Replays, who was on the bomb. Oh my god, makes it a 1v1. This could be the quickest 1v4 you're going to see all week. Beautiful play from Nathan. Can he now just secure the round? Only has to check the bomb now. And that is how you clutch a 1v4 on USS Texas. That was nice.
That was an amazing play. So he just flanks around, he goes through bottom middle, goes up the FaZe window, catches a player watching his back, instantly trades or gets another onto the bomb carrier, then knows that Replays, well, he challenged, pulls out the pistol, uses that bomb cover to pick up the third, and then just plays the clock. A great job out of Insanitize.
Problem is, you need a heroic like that every round. It's not going to be a consistent way of winning your search and destroys, but...
Ooh, double snipe setup here out of EPSILON. So Dave and Insanitize, and they both have the M19s. The M19s doesn't get a lot of hit markers. It's typically a one-shot kill. That's why you've seen it a little bit more as well with that, you know, Kar98 nerf about a month ago.
Dave needs to be careful. Of course, Attach is still there. Smoke out on the A site. First nade thrown out. Hawkey still fighting bottom middle. Priester, of course, trying to challenge, and Vortex is there to support. Will the snipe come through from Attach? Swing and a miss. Manages to get away with his life, though. That's going to be important. Still, though, 3v4. FaZe need to try and get this bomb down.
Yeah, 40 seconds left. They're trying to open up with Attach. If Attach doesn't get a kill this round, I imagine he puts it away for the rest of the game. Sometimes it's just one of those things where you're just not feeling it. You're not hitting your shots.
Just ain't working.
But there we go. They are able to get it 3-3, but Zuma, you just saw him running. But Dave was watching the cross. A great job by Dave.
Oh, he's putting the sniper rifle away for sure.
And Attach just trying to find an opening.
Oh, he's definitely putting it away. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, imagine he turns and burns there. That's not gone well there for the young man. But a 2-0 lead now in favor of EPSILON. And it's funny because the one thing that we talked about that they do so well on this map for FaZe, that is, of course, is that bottom mid control. It's the one thing which we haven't really seen in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, actually, that round we saw Vortex and Hawkey do a good job of it. Open the map up, the round up for EPSILON. So far, so good for EPSILON.
Replays decided to pull out the sniper. All right, okay.
Is that my turn?
He's like, Dylan, let me show you how it's done. Will he be able to get the picks, though? That's the question. No, Insanitize working towards some streaks here. And that could be absolutely massive. If they can try and, again, get that bomb down, it's going to help. Zuma already falls. It's Hawkey with first blood. And that's a beautiful pick. I was waiting to see if Replays was going to realize Nathan right at the back. Meanwhile, bomb has actually made its way over towards the B side, Joe.
Yeah, Vortex planting it.
Yeah, check it out.
You know, if you're looking at the scoreboard, this is what we talked about, you know, in between those maps. Zuma 0-3. And he's just losing the bottom middle, you know, gunfights, you know. And EPSILON, well, they're winning them, and that's really the difference maker right now. So a great job from EPSILON to really just control the pace of the map.
Where was this decisiveness in London Docks earlier on in the day?
Well, they are more comfortable on USS Texas.
Definitely looks that way. 3-0 Insanitize, 5-0. Gets a 1v4 clutch in round 1 as well. Let's not forget. Give the man a medal. He's looking phenomenal. And now puts the sniper rifle away. Tries to potentially get an assist. Oh, I would have loved to see someone throw a nade with that stun, just to see if he gets the assist points there, work closer towards those streaks. Or even have a teammate stun and let him rush and try and get that first streak underway. 3 players go down. And now you have a 1 versus 4 situation. It's not going to happen. And that is a 4-0 lead in favor of EPSILON.
Yeah, and I believe we saw Priest did timeout, so we'll probably get a game restart. But EPSILON, they will go up, you know, 4-0.
What have you got? You started off your CTF on Flag Tower earlier on in the day with Insanitized, getting 2 flags without any engagements whatsoever. 0 kills, 0 deaths. Be a great start if you can do it again, but on Forest, a little bit of a different beast than Flag Tower. So we shall see how EPSILON will start this one off. Already a couple of kills traded from both of our 2 teams, and that fight from mid-map already going down. Vortex should have an easy one here on Attach. Gets it. And EPSILON, for now at least, Joe, have a little bit more control.
Yeah, they sure do. This is what you want. You just want to wait for your teammates, but really just make sure FaZe is stuck in their base. You know, they obviously can't score if they're stuck by that back bridge. The furthest player up for FaZe is Priesta, and that is Zuma. Great shots from Priesta, just trying to control that cabin side, but he instantly gets traded. FaZe, though, they are on the attack. That's Zuma. He's going to go for a fly pull. He actually doesn't pull it. He's trying to find one more player, but he's got to be careful here as spawners do spawn up. Great shots out of Zuma, but Insanitize there for help.
Gets a little unfortunate there, because if he sees Insanitize and he gets that kill, that opens up that flag to run bunker and could potentially leave that fight on Hawkeye. But sadly, the CoD gods not with him that time. And it's Vortex now trying to push through, see if he can continue that streak.
There is no reason to do that. I mean, like, you have them locked in. Like, listen, 2 kills just go down. Now is when you push that. There's no reason for Vortex to do that. FaZe know that really their base is covered. However, everything goes right for EPSILON. FaZe, they spawn out. I don't know what just happened, but you definitely don't want to do that either.
The panic melee of all panic melees.
And now the counter's going to come in. If you watch that mini-map, the flag's going to be pulled here soon. Dave, though, they're just protecting their flag carrier. And honestly, you're kind of okay with this. If you are EPSILON, they are on the least preferred side. So let's see if FaZe able to catch these EPSILON guys with that flag.
Oh, they're going for it.
Yeah, they did go for it, but all 4 EPSILON players are on that flag.
Yeah, they are. So I don't think really anyone's going to be able to get too much control, apart from potentially Hawkeye. But sadly for Hawkeye, that back bridge spawn comes through for Priesta. And Hawkeye's going to have to play this one a little more passively now. One problem actually could be Zuma here, roaming through fire.
Yep.
He's causing all sorts of pain, and it forces Hawkeye's hand. Don't know whether necessarily you needed to do that just yet, because Insanitize was straight off spawn, but Zuma is challenging. Zuma is going to go for this.
Yeah, and all 4 of those players are going to be back there, though. They all spawn on him, so good luck, Zuma. He gets taken down. I'd like to see him just hold that bunker, right? Just wait for his teammate, even if it's just one more guy. You'd rather take a 2v3 over a 1v4, so. Zuma just going for it, though.
Feeling confident?
Just a little bit.
Gonna have to rethink his approach next time, that's for sure. But to your point, you know, you said for EPSILON, this isn't kind of a bad thing right now, right? 3 minutes of the first half, bled off the clock, and it's still a stalemate situation. Attached still with the flag. Now, Dave could potentially have a chance of pushing through here. Is he going to want to go for it? At the same time, bear in mind number 2 on your minimap. That's going to be Insanitize. He's going to have a fight here against Replays, where if he wins it, that's so unfortunate. Oh my god, that's unfortunate from both. Oh, timing was almost unreal there. But with both sides of the map now fully open, this could be EPSILON's time to collapse in on this flag.
Yeah, and they're throwing a smoke as well from Insanitize, just trying to make it a little bit more chaotic. They need to try and challenge these before those spawners come up. They were able to spawn one out. There's just one more player left. That's Zuma.
Oh.
Zuma's able to get that kill, and Priesta was right there by him. I actually didn't see him, but now all the respawners are up for FaZe right near that flag. They get that flag, but again, Insanitize, he does have streaks, so let's see if he's able to do anything with that on this push.
Dave's the one with the streaks there. He got his fighter pilot.
Oh, sorry,
and his glide bomb there. So we'll see if he's gonna put them to any use. Oh, hold that! Somehow, some way, flag carrier still alive.
I don't think it actually stuck him. That was his bullet hit marker before.
Oh, it was his bullet? Oh, I thought it was the Semtex. I was like, what?
That would have been pretty awesome.
Somehow, the flag's still alive, though.
FaZe are attacking now. You have Attached. Doesn't expect Dave there. Replay's right behind him. But there's 2 EPSILON players doing such a good job, but watch Zuma. Zuma on the mini-map. He's going on a Zuma flank. He's able to pick up one. That's going to open up 4 replays. Now a 2v3. They know where all these EPSILON players are, stuck in the back of their face. There we go. Zuma is able to attack, but again, big gunfights won from Vortex and Dave.
And here's the key. EPSILON didn't use any streaks for that.
No?
They've managed to defend till the final 10 seconds. Bear in mind, though, it's going to go to OT. We'll have that extended time of another minute, so the pressure is still going to be here. But Dave, if he gets, what, another 1, maybe 2 kills with that flag, there could be a point here where he's almost forced to use his first streak. In actual fact, he's going to go for it now, recognizing, hey, let me try and get a couple of kills here. We could potentially get that flag cap, because if he gets the cap, he may overlap his streaks as well. The return comes through. Dave, is he going to be able to get the cap? Yes, he does. A beautiful play to close out the end of the first half right there from EPSILON.
Yeah, and really that just stemmed from Hawkeye up in those ruins. He won one gunfight, and they knew that, another player from FaZe was really pushed up by Bunker, so they knew there was only potentially 2 players left in their base defending the flag. So we called for the streak. That fighter pilot comes down. They gain all the intel they need. The kills get picked up. So now 1-0 half for EPSILON. And Dave right now 15-4.
Overlaps his streaks as well. Bear that in mind. Now just 100 away from a mortar. A wonderful, wonderful play to close out that first half. Now, though, FaZe looking to be aggressive. Oh, he's last man alive. Gets his full streaks. Is he going to have to pop it straight away? Decides to just challenge the flag instead. Oh, no. Just needed to tickle his toe, and he would have found the kill.
And the problem is, too, and that means streaks are getting delayed, but those are very big kills. So now what's going to happen as soon as Dave spawns up, he's going to call in streaks, and the counter cap is very scary here from EPSILON. There's one player left. That's Insanitize in the bunker. Let's see if he's going to be able to make a play. One player goes down. Now
Does he streak again?
But now it's Insanitize versus Attach. He is trying to streak again, but I don't think they're going to be able to get there in time.
No!
Not able to get there in time, and now he only has a mortar strike left, and there's no counter opportunity for EPSILON.
A little unfortunate. You had to feel like if he was going to streak, he needed to do it instantly, as opposed to that little bit of a wait time that came through there. But now, a 1-1 game. Vortex lets one cross. Well, Attach is going to see him, but Vortex stays alive, wraps back over towards bunker. Zoomer is going to be over there, though, so does need to be careful. He is one shot. Hawkey looking to go for a full flank, and once again, we seem to have a fantastic game of CTF on our hands. Priest are tracking back and doesn't want to give anything away whatsoever. For a minute, I was about to panic.
Yeah, I think he was just like hitting the rock, and it was forces his gun to just go up a little bit and miss. But yeah, Priest tracks back and gets that kill. So now FaZe starting to get him in map control.
3.5 minutes left. So, time of the essence. Of course, if it stays like this, we will go to a stopwatch situation. Zoomer in the first hill over towards Cave has been spotted by Dave. We'll need to reassess his attacking approach here. You can see the way EPSILON is setting up on that map. The game is slowed down. Both teams just respecting each other. The question is, in terms of streaks, I don't think there's anything left on the board for either of our two teams.
I think just a mortar strike might be left.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah, just the mortar strike. I mean, if you're FaZe, are you particularly worried about that? I mean, what, it could be an artillery, but...
Yeah, I mean, it could stop a flag, but you're not too worried about a mortar. It's not as strong as that fighter pilot, but yeah, it could definitely stop a flag run. So we'll see if that comes into play, or it might even help them attack, you know, if they get them stuck in that back base. The mortar can still do damage. It is a bit weaker, but, well, it's still a mortar strike.
You just need someone to get control of bunker first. That's the first step here for EPSILON. If they are able to get that control, then you could see that mortar used to just back spawn, really put the pressure on. The kills are coming through, but they're just not able to get successive kills, which gives them control of the map. Meanwhile, Vortex mid-map was close to streaks. He's going to fall. Nathan now has to back away. 3 players from FaZe going to be pushing over towards him. And he's expecting the collapse as he puts himself back in towards cabin. Player to his left, right, and directly in front of him. But he ultimately falls.
Yeah, there was a big gunfight that just went down. Yeah, replays won it, so now here we go. FaZe have EPSILON exactly where they want them. Smokes go down, but they have to back off as Priest does go down to Vortex. So here we go. They're just trying to trap them in that back bridge. They have ruin set up. They have cabin and middle map.
This game is getting very, very close. Or this map, I should say. The nade kill comes through. Vortex down. 4 versus 3. FaZe in a position now to spring into life and go for the attack, but unfortunately, Attach doesn't see Nathan lying down, and 2-3 plays from FaZe fall and instantly replays, backtracks. He recognizes the pressure is going to come through. May actually have to stay over towards Ruins. He's not going to have time to fully wrap, and the kills now over in favor of Vortex with 69 seconds left. He's not able to get the flag out.
Yeah, I thought maybe those spawns due to replays position would have been back bell, but they spawn back flag. Vortex just not able to get out in time. And as you can see, all 4 players of FaZe back on their side of the map and trying to push out and get mid-map control.
Dave's holding on to that mortar strike for a very, very long time.
He might have just got very bad timing there from Zuma. Zuma's going to win a one-on-one, and if Dave goes down here, this is bad news for EPSILON. There we go. Now a 4v2 in the base of EPSILON. There we go. Replay is able to pick up 1. Nathan, the last guy left, very weak. His teammates did just spawn up. Zuma just runs right at him, and here we go. You have to watch the top side of the map. There's that mortar strike. It is going to slow them down.
He's running behind them.
Yeah, Zuma's going right down the middle of the map. Never mind. Taste it to Attach.
Dude, I've been hitting up free-for-all. Holy crap, dude. The people that play are actually pretty bad.
Great job by Hawkey to stay alive and win that one-on-one.
Zuma has to go. 10 seconds left. Of course, the map would go to that extra minute. Is anyone going to touch the flag for EPSILON? It doesn't look like it. Flag returned. And this one is going to stopwatch.
Yeah, there was two big gunfights. There was one bunker. If EPSILON wins that, they get the flag out. And then there was the one on that Hockey had with Zuma. If Zuma wins that, well, then the game could have been over there right in the last couple of seconds. But a great job by EPSILON to clutch up.
Crazy, crazy moments in this CTF. And we are heading, of course, to this overtime. We mentioned the importance here. We both feel this is a must-win for EPSILON if they want a chance of potentially forcing that Game 5. We feel FaZe on the next hard point might be able to close this one out with a win here on Arden Forest. Replays halfway towards his first streak. Is he going to be able to get even closer? That's the question. It's a good start for Priest. Zoomer as well with the second.
They got to be careful now. Here we go. This is exactly what FaZe did on the second half. They get a couple of kills and they instantly just go. That's 4 dead, and that should be it. I don't think there's any streaks left for EPSILON. They just have to get these middle and ruin cuts. And Priesta knows nobody went up ruins, but there's one player. There's one player right up middle. That's Vortex. He snuck by. He snuck by. He might get this read, but there's one player left. Replays. Finally turns around. Gets the kill. And this is important. That could have been scary.
This is important because Replays was actually so close to his streaks. He's going to get the flag cap as well. So that is going to give FaZe something defensively to use here in the event of an EPSILON pull. EPSILON do not have a lot of time to play with here, Joe. 40 seconds. FaZe with streaks. I don't want to say it can't be done, but it shouldn't be done.
No, yeah, and they know that they just have to go quick, but that's basically 2 dead already. FaZe are going to control middle map. As soon as these kills come in, watch. Yep, here come the streaks. They're actually going to go for a pull as well. Might as well. They
don't blame them at all.
All of them are spawning in the back. Well, spawn protection always helps a guy getting blown up. Fighter pilot going to come in. 12 seconds left. There we go. FaZe in another OT. And very quickly, man, they win the break, instantly get a flag. They did it in the second half as well. So a great job by FaZe on their breakoffs.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful play.
You know, a month or two coming up.
You could win so much money. Yeah, I was just thinking after you said that.
Yeah, I was too.
You have stage 1 playoffs.
That's 200,000 for first.
And you have two big 200K open events. So that's what?
80,000 for first.
160 off both. So that's $360,000. Yeah. You could win in a 4-week period.
You can win 90 grand.
Divide that by 4. 90 grand. Oh my. Joe, can we team? I'll do everything you say. Just give me 90K.
What am I doing here again? I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later.
Please don't leave. We need you. God. Anyway, game number 4.
If you win this, you win $375.
Hey, man.
There you go.
I'll take that. Game 4 underway. It's the St. Marie du Mont hard point. As it stands, of course, FaZe gone 2-1 up in today's grand final. EPSILON trying to force that Game 5 already.
I didn't even know that.
Be heavily contested. Zoomer in there for FaZe, and that's a nade. Vortex shuts him down. Vortex actually finds himself a double as well in the hill. If he finds the third, he actually could get a little closer streaks, but it's going to be a Attach dropping down, playing so patient.
Yeah, I like this. Zuma's able to pick up 2, and now they go together. Great wallbang through that, and another one as well. Him and Zuma both picking up 2. Stops the attack, but he didn't have any help. The reason is, as well, Priesta and Replays are already thinking about this next hill, this Winery Hill. Wow, a big gunfight, though. Huge gunfights. Watch, both players, on FaZe are going to spawn out. So that's what we talk about. Rotating, great, but you have to win that first set of gunfights, and, well, FaZe just weren't able to, and now EPSILON have full control.
And I love that. Despite, obviously, FaZe spawning out there, Hawkey still knew, hey, hold on, where's Zoomer? We haven't seen Zoomer in the past couple of fights. He has to be back here. Instantly challenges and finds that fight. Now, though, can he control the spawns? That's the question. There's still a couple of players roaming around him. His teammates spawned a little further away than he would have liked. FaZe still spawning out. Beautiful play from EPSILON. They get control of the hill with 30 seconds left. As long as the trades come through, which there's no... Well, they should have been this should have been a lot prettier. Let's just say that. But streaks for Insanitized, that's going to be big as we rotate over to the next zone.
That's a big
all
task.
I have to do is win a hardpoint match.
We'll see.
And I get 25% bonus XP for 20 minutes.
FaZe, they're getting scrap time.
I'm upset that FaZe got that scrap time.
All right, that's
I'm gonna go ahead and do this because that's
well, they might have just screwed themselves. They did. Yeah, they got that scrap time. And because of that, they force rotations and sanitize.
Hey, dude, when you're ready.
Replays is still alive in the back. There we go. So
oh,
he calls that in. Not too sure why. They had 3 dead.
When you're ready, I'm ready to start the match.
Now there's 3 dead for EPSILON. So, well, that's a questionable decision. Remember when I said that'll be a huge test?
That's a terrible decision.
Well,
you had 3 down.
Ben, I just think you and I, when we cast, like, I don't know if we curse the other teams. Do we? I don't know what it is, but there's that glide bomb as well. So now FaZe, they don't have to worry about any streaks from now on for now, unless someone else heats up for EPSILON. And they're getting, every time there's a streak used, they're still getting time. So
hold on. Let's work this out. If you're EPSILON, you invested a fighter pilot and a glide bomb, and you got yourself 12 points, and you gave away, I believe, about 41 points.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem very efficient.
Not at all on FaZe. Well, they are very far pushed out. Look where Zuma is. And look at what this does. Like, this just gives them so much time. They've already earned 10 seconds with no pressure on the hill. Priest is top middle. Replays knows. Due to his teammate spawns, that one was spawning behind him. He gets taken down. But Priest is there to trade it out. And I feel like FaZe is just so aware of spawns on this map. They do a great job. I'm noticing and watching that mini-map.
Vortex jumps over Priest's shots, somehow stays alive, and as it stands, it went from a wonderful lead in favor of EPSILON to now FaZe Clan just locking down Lookout Post. Absolutely nothing EPSILON can do. They try and fight through. Attach is feeling himself. Would have loved to potentially see Attach just slow it down for those streaks, but pushed through. Unfortunately, he couldn't track back and get the 100 points for the hill because his teammate was the one that was prior on it. No one from EPSILON had touched it, so that wasn't an option. That's why he had to try and play for the kill for the streak, but sadly, not going to connect with it. Still, though, FaZe rotate, and they get early control, but Horky's coming in on the flank, and that's a double kill.
Yeah, and he has streaks of himself. Yeah, he's on a 4 streak. He picks up 2, gets that time. FaZe have to be careful now. They don't want to give him a flamethrower because, well, flamethrowers on this one are scary. There we go. Shuts him down. Priest and Attach getting that hill, getting the contest. Zuma there to follow up. But FaZe, they do have an 11-point lead. It's been pretty back and forth. And EPSILON, they could have even a bigger one if they use those streaks correctly.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And, well, EPSILON, they're going to be able to try again. And, hey, they'll be able to try again if they... Oh, no. Somehow, unfortunately, I should say, falls to the nade there. If you had escaped, though, more streaks would have made it pretty tough to throw away. As you see, EPSILON, of course, the blue arrows on your minimap have the favorable spawns for next. They need to make sure they stay alive here. This is key fights, but unfortunately, in fact, no, now you have both teams spawning way out. 2 players from FaZe, 1 from EPSILON, so no one's going to be on the hill early here. And you can see the game has just slowed down. You'd think it was search and destroy at this point. Horky needs to win this gunfight. It sounds like he's there to trade, but there's still players pushing through Grandma's, and they've pushed all the way through the site. So
are they going to call in a streak here? Are they going to use a streak here? Hockey goes down. Let's go to Hockey off spawn. Is he going to call a streak to help his teammate out? Yep, he is. So he's calling the glide bomb in. He's going to try and help his teammate from very far away. 2 go down for FaZe. There's only 33 seconds left in this hill, though.
More streaks for Insanitized.
But there we go, EPSILON. They finally get pushed out a little bit. This is where you want to be. Get FaZe as far out as possible. And here we go, already thinking about parking lot. 18 seconds left. That is Dave and Hockey on the rotation, but there's a couple of FaZe players already set up. Going to be tough for them to win this next rotation.
Dave Hassan and Zoom is behind him. He just got a kill, but he's wrapped through mid-map, and you should expect it. He does expect it. Finds one, almost tags up Attach for a double kill. Now, again, bear in mind, EPSILON with streaks at their disposal here if they want to try and break this hill. They need to make sure they get good map control, though, before they use it. As it stands, FaZe about to tie up this game, 133 to 128.
They have to be using a streak here, right? They're playing so slow right now. There we go. Finally, a streak comes in, but 2 are dead at EPSILON. Only 1 player goes down for FaZe, and now they're going to try and flood the front. We'll see how FaZe responds. I just don't agree with these decisions, Ben.
You're not by yourself.
Let's see, though. Dave's able to clutch up, picks up 2, stops the points a little bit, but I think FaZe are going to get this last 20.
Well, now
Priesta has some streaks.
Now you're in a world of trouble. Priesta gets scrap time, gets streaks. Let's see if FaZe have been going to the score streak training ground. Because tell you one thing for sure, EPSILON have not. The timing definitely off. Unquestionable. FaZe, they've earned themselves a lead, 163 to 135. And again, realistically, this could be broken very, very quickly.
Who was it who had streaks? Priestess? So let's go over to Priestess. Yeah, he's going to call it in on this hill. Just stop the attack. With that, replays gets a few. And that's fine. They weren't set up whatsoever. But EPSILON, they're back already. All the reinforcements are there, but a couple of kills coming in so far for FaZe. Zuma, well, he's hitting a Zuma flank.
It's going to work out in his favor. There's one. Should be able to find a second over towards Green Tower. Needs to be careful. He doesn't get shot from behind. Did ultimately find the kill on the hill, though. And speaking of flanks, it's going to be Insanitized hitting a hot flank as well.
Yeah, this was another deep one with 20 seconds left. Yeah, he's just going to go towards that next hill. I don't know what that play was. That was a bit of a questionable decision. Does win the one gunfight, though, so allows his team to get in a restaurant for next.
But then instantly runs out and dies and doesn't keep control of the hill, so now you have Vortex fighting from a least favorable position. Insanitized does still have streaks, though, let's not forget, so could potentially use them on the next rotation. This game is getting a very, very scrappy. Vortex finds himself the double hook. He now tries to fly in. He's going to fall. FaZe, they've earned themselves a lead. They could do a serious amount of damage here on this hard point, and that's what happens when you don't set up effectively. Bear in mind, Priestess still has nades as well here, Merc. This is going to be a little bit of a crazy finish, I have a feeling.
Yeah, EPSILON, they have to get in this hill a little bit. I mean, they don't want FaZe to earn too much time on it. FaZe already at 204 points. Just need 45 more to close this game out and win the CWL Pro League Challenge.
They need the scrap time. It's not a matter of contesting now. They need this time for EPSILON because they have to close the gap and they need to set themselves up in a position for success on this next rotation. They've been pretty...
and I like this play. FaZe went for it. FaZe went for the last 15. I kind of like that call.
Challenge Hockey.
Hockey's still up here. This is big, though. He'll get streaks off this. Well... the gamble doesn't pay off for FaZe, and they gave away some streaks as well. So now what? EPSILON has 2 sets?
Yep. 2 sets. Vortex, that's
great play.
Such good play. Can he find the second as well? Stays alive. That was absolutely superb. Just holding the trigger. Good shot discipline. And now EPSILON know exactly where FaZe are going to be spawning, but they need to make sure they win the fights on the hill. It's unacceptable to allow FaZe to break straight through, and that seems to be the case. Now it's down to Hawkey. He's on the hill with a flamethrower, but Priestess drops his streak. Now EPSILON, they are going to have a good spawn still. Do they want a streak?
Priestess, I just naded you, sorry. Just threw a nade right as teammate. Glide Bomb comes in. Still has a fighter pilot. We know how strong the fighter pilot can be with 22 seconds. That last
Number
nade.
2.
Yeah.
Insanitized. Look at this.
No, I think he got caught. I think Priestess saw him. This is a big gunfight. Yeah, Priestess did catch him, and now FaZe all have rotated, but it's going to be about a 10-second game now.
All right, so what do we have? A fighter pilot, 2 fighter pilots, and a glide bomb.
Yep.
And Priester has a glide bomb.
And that's it.
That's quick maths, but 2 fighter pilots and a glide bomb is better than 1 glide bomb.
True, but we'll see how EPSILON wants to break this. They're going to go from the middle of the street. That's a big kill on Dave if you are replays. And he's in this position. He's only one is going to get taken out, but that's okay. But there's a response. Replays and Priesta both picking up kills. Now they're going to have to call in even more if you're Hockey. Hockey, what are you doing here? You had to call this in. Yeah, finally. Nope. No. Glide Bomb comes in. They're still earning time. 240 seconds.
Joe, I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. Vortex is trying to flank around the outside. There's 1 player left from FaZe. He's still on the hill. It's Zuma. He finds one.
The fighter pilot comes in.
I mean, with 25 seconds left, now you can't win on this hill.
Yeah, they blew them all, right? All of those are gone. All of them are gone, I believe, out of EPSILON. So a great job by FaZe to, well, waste 3 streaks.
Don't worry. Hockey has a flamethrower, Joe. You know what they say about, control turrets? It's great to have a... They don't say that, do they?
No, but here we go. This is a huge set of kills. FaZe are set up, but there's 1 player on EPSILON. Number 4, he did get caught. That was a great kill by Attach. Zuma's going to pick this kill up. That's it. Oh, or is it?
It is now. Surely. Oh!
1 second left. There's 1 more player to do it. Zuma just gets in the hill, ends the game.
Oh, congratulations to FaZe Clan. They are your champions from this evening's CWL Pro League Challenge. The bronze star goes over towards Vortex. EPSILON showed, some great signs throughout this evening.
Yeah.
I feel like